Hello, folks. How are you? Sean here. So, I'm just here to chat to you tonight about gold and silver. Now, this is not economic advice, just letting you know a wee bit about the history of gold and silver, trying to keep it as simple as possible to introduce you to a commodity that you may not know much about. So, this is a 1 ounce silver coin. It's got that lad, King Charles. He's not my king, of course. Uh, Beautiful coin, beautiful piece of silver. Currently spot price is at an all-time high, 31.42. You'll pay about £46 over, £46 in total to buy one of these. They generally come in a tube of 25. This one happens to be King Charles Special Edition. So silver is sitting today at spot price 31.42. So in 5 years, silver has gone up a total of 48%. Whereas gold, which can come in different shapes and form. So for example, this is a piece of gold. This is a 1 ounce piece of gold, the same weight and size, but the difference is enormous. This one piece would be worth somewhere in the region of probably about 2,750 to 2,800 at the moment. The spot price has reached an all-time high this evening of £2,706. So that's unheard of. Why is it unheard of? Because for years they tried to tell us the only thing that money was fiat currency. Fiat currency, what is fiat currency? So it's not a type of car. It's a type of currency that's not backed by anything other than the power and the will of the government to get the people to accept that as a means of payment and a means of exchange, bartering. However, the day will come that currencies which have been printed and printed and printed all during the so-called COVID lockdown, the pandemic as some people like to refer to it, that decrease the real value of the paper money. So real money is not paper. Real money is the like of this sovereign, gold sovereign. This tiny little piece of gold would set you back somewhere in the region of €750 approximately tonight to about it's a very old one too, by the way. You can see the figure. I think that's Victoria as far as I know. I'm not big into English kings or queens. About £675 sterling. And they come in different sizes. Those sovereigns are 22 carat, and that's working out about 0.925 of gold in each of those coins. They generally tend to put a little bit extra metals into it to harden them and keep them. This is a little 1/4 ounce. It's much smaller, and I think this is a King Charles by the looks of it. My eyesight's not great. So why should you collect silver and gold? Well, over the last 5 years, if you had say £100 in the bank, the real buying value of that £100, if you took it out tomorrow morning and went to purchase £100 worth, you wouldn't get what you would have bought 5 years ago for it. It has devalued, it's gone down in worth. That's through inflation. Everything has become dear, from your shopping basket, takeaway, house prices through the roof, wood, tiles, everything for building, pretty much everything's gone up. I can't really think of anything that's gone down at this moment in time. So that £100 today would be worth something like £65, £60 perhaps. It's lost on average about 7 to 10% per year. So over 5 years, you're talking about 35%, up as high as maybe possibly 50%. Whereas the silver has gone up 48% in value. So it's nearly 50% increase in value. So if that was £20, now it's worth 30. So it's gone up in value in simple terms. This 5 years ago might have cost you, say, £1,600. It's gone up almost 79%. So it's worth, what did I say, 2,700. So you're talking about an 80% increase. So the way to protect your wealth, if you have any money, and there's a lot of people like myself that don't have a lot of money left, is to invest in gold or invest in silver. If you're starting out, it's not too late. You can pick up one of these silver coins for about approximately £45 to £47. You can buy them on bullion by post, Atkinson's, and there's a couple of others companies online. The problem with buying online is that there's a written transaction of that having taken place. The money has to leave your bank account. You have to know that the company's legitimate, and there is a lot of legitimate companies, but the governments will always know that you bought that. It is nearly better that some things are not known about, and in my opinion, that's the way I view governments, because I don't trust them. The history of silver, it's been real money since 600 BC in a place called Asia Minor, which is modern day Turkey. It then moved across to being used in the Greek islands and Greece mainland, the Mediterranean, the Persian, and then through the Roman Empire, which, as you know, was the biggest empire for many, many years until the British Empire swamped it. Gold was also used at this time. In my opinion, there is more chance for silver to run higher and make you more money if you want to invest. You don't have to look at it as being a way of making money. You can look at it as being a way of protecting the value of your money. So I really don't want to get too deep into the conversation, because this will be something new for a lot of people. I'm not here to scam you. I'm not here to give you financial advice, although I'm telling you what I'm doing, and you can decide for yourself. I advise you to start to research this, take a bit of time out. Don't be afraid of the unknown. And finally, just to let you know, the reason why I don't trust governments, because at one stage gold was confiscated by the Americans under the order. Now, they said it wasn't confiscated, but they basically did everything else but confiscate it. And it was taken, and they were paid a total of $20.67. And within a short space of time, it then was revalued to something like, was it $35 approximately? Yeah, $35 per troy ounce. This is a troy ounce. The Americans have their own. They're called eagles or buffaloes. The British have their own. The South Africans have the Cougarans. The Australians have their own. The Canadians have the maple. Not every country in the world produces its own silver and gold, but quite a few of them do. The ones that I mentioned are the most well known throughout the world, and they're probably the best ones to start off investing in. So if I can be of help, and if this video is of help to you, I'm very glad. I'm not here to do anything other than to try and help you preserve your wealth and to protect yourself in this very unsteady world that we're living in at this moment in time. Okay, it's late now, so Iwa agus Cully Slán.